Hey everyone, it's Brian from Your Paranormal. I want to introduce to you one of the newest members of Your Paranormal. John, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm John.
Tell us a little about yourself, John.
I work for Sheely's Furniture as a delivery driver. Move a lot of furniture around, hook up appliances. I like to go to Planet Fitness every day, 6 days a week or so. I like to run. I like to play electric drums. It's a good thing to do. Yeah, that's about it.
Groovy. I've known John from basically childhood friends. So obviously when I was assembling a team for Your Paranormal, these are people that I trust, that won't fake anything, and that I really believe that want to experience the paranormal. So when I talk about paranormal goals, a lot of people might have lost a loved one, and their goal is to prove that the paranormal is real, or like the afterlife is real.
Sure.
Some people just want to have a cool experience to tell people. I mean, so many people have different reasons. Do you have any goals for the paranormal? Like, what's your goal? Like, what do you want to get out of this?
What I'd like to get out of this is a fun and cool experience. I've never dealt with any personal paranormal things myself, so just kind of curious to see what it's all about. And Brian seems to know what he's doing. He's dealt with a lot of stuff, so hopefully he can help me out with experiencing some cool stuff.
Yeah, it's always a once-in-a-lifetime experience, so we're really excited about that. Do you have any concerns about jumping into the paranormal world?
Being followed afterwards.
Okay.
Being haunted. If I mess with something too badly, if I'm gonna get scarred for the rest of my life. But hey, you know, it is what it is.
It is what it is. And like I always tell people, so many of you have the same concern. Is it safe? And I always talk about my other experiences with other groups that have done it for 30 years. Nothing's happened to them. I've done 25 investigations. Me nor any of my other members have gotten followed. We do protection prayers, asking God for protection during the investigation, and then nothing follows us back before and after the investigation. If something for some reason does happen, we'll obviously investigate your place, and we'll go ahead and do all the saging, and everything is covered, first dollar. No, don't even worry about it. To make sure that you're not followed. But messing with something, we don't do any Ouija boards or any crazy like that. We don't go there provoking. That's one of our rules. We can obviously make references to certain subjects, but we don't want to ever provoke and say like, oh, if you're real, you're just being a wussy, you can't do any of this, you can't, scratch one of us. We don't do that provoking stuff, and we don't do Ouija boards. So you should feel safe and comfortable, especially after your first investigation. So you should be good. Are there any specific places that you like to investigate?
I would love to check out like an abandoned hospital or like something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Something that hasn't been like opened in like 50 plus years. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, and that's really where a lot of people want to go. Are these giant prisons? Are these abandoned hospitals and jazz? So my goal by the end of the year is to make sure that everyone. We're going to have some warm-up investigations at private residences or maybe small local places that doesn't cost too much, or we can just go in and see if there's something there for like no cost. But like when we talk about renting out a place, a big location like a hospital for about $500 or so, that'll be towards the end of the year. And I think after everyone understands like how the itinerary goes, how the rotations go, kind of what each role does, it's going to be a great time. So the last thing that I typically end on is when I'm interviewing someone to kind of join the team is for our team, there's 5 basic roles. There's the photographer who takes photos of everything.
Sure.
There's the EVP tech, which leads the conversations.
Mm-hmm.
There's the camera operator that videotapes everything.
Right.
There's the recorder that records everything on a notebook and clipboard.
Sure.
With a pen. And lastly is the static tech, making sure all the static audio and static cameras work before the investigation, and as we wind down, taking them apart, putting them away neatly. So like, of those 5 roles, which roles, pique your interest?
Recorder.
The recorder.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Out of all you guys, I think I got the best handwriting, so we should be able to read it all.
Yeah, cheers to that.
So, no, yeah. I think I'd like to be the recorder.
Yeah.
Copy down everything that happens.
And what are the other 2 things that you'd enjoy? You know, of the 5, what are your top 3? So there's recorder, what else?
Maybe the photographer, and what was it, that static one?
The static one?
Audio and stuff.
Yeah, that's interesting. I thought you'd actually enjoy the video camera operator, actually, the camera operator. But my goal is to make sure you do all 5.
Sure.
And I think the trouble one is like the EVP tech, 'cause you got to lead all the conversations and jazz.
Yeah.
That one I'm gonna have to work with some people, because a lot of people are introverts, a lot of people are extroverts, but we're gonna get that process rolling. But hey, is there anything else that you wanted to introduce? Like, do you have any paranormal experiences right now?
Zero.
Zero.
Not at all. So maybe this will spark something.
Hey, hopefully. John, I wanted to introduce you and welcome you to Your Paranormal.
It's always a pleasure. Appreciate it. Should be a good time.
There you go.